Welcome back, my friend. I hope you're discovering some new theories to ponder on stress and your body mechanics. You know, Bob Proctor is a modern-day philosopher, and he said something one time that really intrigued me. He said, "I don't have a brain, I am a brain." And when I first heard those words, I thought he was a little bit of a crazy person. And then I started discovering the power of emotions and how they work in the body. Think about it. Each cell is a living, feeling, eating, reproducing life form. Each cell is capable of responding to its environment and adapting to that environment. Louise Hay validated this emotional theory in her book, You Can Heal Your Life, where she points directly to specific emotions having specific effects on each part of the body. Any condition that arises has an emotional trigger. Now, Louise has been teaching people how to reverse disease for decades now, and I agree with a lot of what Louise has to say, as I too have witnessed this for myself in our powerful emotional workshops, emotional freedom workshops, and I found that these events can be stored in different parts of the body. Relieve the emotion and the disease begins reversing itself. However, there is another point which also needs to be mentioned. We live in a toxic, chemical-filled world. Just to give you an idea of how bad it has become, over 500,000 toxins have been identified in our air, water, food, lotions, medications, shampoos, you name it. Less than 3% have ever been tested to see what their long-term effect will be on the human body. I believe, as I said in our last video, we are not defective. Our DNA is merely a library made up of nearly 30,000 blueprints that each cell can become. The problem, I believe, is that these toxins are mutating our DNA, which is altering our cells on a level they were not designed to cope with. Emotional stress causes our liver and kidneys to suppress their ability to flush toxins from the body. Combine that with more toxins within the body, and bad things begin to happen within the cells themselves. You see, cancer is not a disease so much as it is a mutated condition of the cells, where they grow at an accelerated rate, creating tumors. When you are feeding the body food it was not designed to process into fuel, it needs to build healthy cells, then the body adapts and builds mutated cells, which can better cope in that environment. Now imagine, if you will, if you've ever tried to assemble a piece of IKEA furniture with the wrong blueprint directions. Well, it would likely resemble something different than it was supposed to, or it would be weaker from all the spare screws and pieces you have left over. Clearing stress permanently becomes a more holistic approach in the long run. Changes to lifestyle and what you feed the body are imperative to the healing process also. Now, I want to make this very clear, that what I'm teaching you is not a miracle cure. It is a very effective way to quickly return harmony to the body. This technique will reform the emotional environment the cells use to communicate and work with each other. The physical stress you create in the cells from living a toxic lifestyle also needs to be changed to allow the body to have the building blocks to recreate healthy cells. Without the necessary nutrients, the cells cannot get rid of toxins and they cannot rebuild new healthy cells. Now, our food today is nearly completely devoid of vitamins and minerals. Just to give you an idea, a vine-ripened tomato grown in your garden organically can have as many as 57 vitamins and minerals that your body needs. A tomato purchased from the grocery store, I don't care whether it's organic or farm-grown or whatever, it has no more than 6 vitamins and minerals in it. Simply eating more fruits and vegetables will not give your body what is not there in the first place. This is why many people who are food health conscious still develop many diseases. Here's just one more fact for you. In a study conducted in 1951, it was discovered that an adult woman could get her recommended daily allowance of vitamin A simply by eating 2 peaches. Recently, around 2003, they redid this same study, and it was shown that for that adult woman to get that same amount, that recommended daily allowance of vitamin A, she would have to eat no less than 53 peaches. See, to me, that is just amazing, that our food has become so devoid of anything good in it anymore, that merely living an organic lifestyle and changing your diet doesn't always work. Personally, I grow my own garden every year, and I've discovered supplements which provide the living plant enzymes and phytonutrients that my cells need to reproduce healthy cells. I used to take tons of vitamins, and I knew they were helping. However, I also knew they were not a living food, so they could not give me the micronutrients my body needs. In 2005, I discovered a food drink that is so powerful, the USDA has rated it as the most powerful food on the planet, providing 5 to 6 times more antioxidant and super antioxidants than the best in nature can provide us. The name of the product is Monavie, and it's made up of 19 fruits which are vine ripened. Just drinking 4 ounces of this juice is the antioxidant equivalent of eating nearly 13 servings of fruit, vegetables, and flavonoids. Now, obviously I highly recommend it, but if you've got your own regimen, that's fine too. But this is something that we need to supplement into our diet because our food just isn't giving us what we need. If you want to try this product, you can go visit our website and click on the Products tab, and it will take you to a place where you can purchase the product. Healing must be done from a holistic approach. What you feed the mind and what you feed the body will feed your spirit. When the mind and body are fed the correct environment, the spirit finds the essence of who we are and forms the harmony we feel within. You just feel good. Mind, body, spirit. One modality of treatment does not have dominion over the other. There is a holistic approach to healing the body. One last point I'd like to make about the cellular body to help you understand the complexity and the simplicity in these theories. Each cell has a life cycle. Some live for only days, while others may last for years. For example, every 72-hour period your body replaces its intestinal lining. That's billions and billions of cells. When you are stress-free and feed yourself proper nutrition, new, healthy cells are rebuilt in the body. It is remarkable to me we are a living universe of diverse communities of cells all working together to create each one of us as an individual. The emotional challenges you face on a daily basis are no different than 99% of the population of the world. You are not alone in your thinking. Self-doubt and self-worth issues you relive in your mind on a daily basis are experienced by everyone. And just as a fingerprint is unique, so are the ways we play these emotions out in our life. But just as the finger has a unique print, it is not alone, and neither are you. Only you hold within you the power to change your health. Remember, it is the environment, your consciousness around how you treat your body with what you eat, how you feel, and what you believe. Any belief, and I mean any belief you have, is just a thought you keep thinking. So if you believe you are sick and that you have no power in changing that result, then that is your truth, and I will guarantee you that is the reality that you are living. And I love this saying by Henry Ford. Whether you believe you can or you believe you cannot, you are right. So, you can be right or you can be happy. You can be right or you can be stress-free and healthy. If a belief doesn't serve you, then change it. Okay, so enough with the lecturing. Today's exercise, I want you to print out the stress category sheet and rate each category and subcategory using the subjective units of distress scale. Now what that is, basically, is you will rate something on how true it is for you. So if we look at our 4 categories, we have relationships, physical health, money and business, and finally, past or present emotional trauma. Now there are quite a few subcategories here, so take your time in rating each one of these. Try to connect with each statement and check in emotionally for the answer. Rate each one on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very stressed or very true. This is called a SUDS level test, which is that, as I said, subjective units of distress scale. Also note if you have any pain in your body and what the SUDS level is for each pain. Here's the key. You need to be brutally honest in this process. Nobody is going to see this sheet except for you. So please be honest with yourself enough to write down the correct answers. Now, in our next video, we're going to go through these stressors with you and teach you how to use EFT to reduce stress permanently. This will be a very powerful lesson, as we will touch on each stress category, and the objective is to teach you how to use this effectively so you can clear the rest of the challenges you're experiencing within each category. If you are having any pain, you will probably see it go away as we deal with some major emotional issues that you could be challenged with right now. Alright, so that's it for today's lesson. We'll see you in the next video. This is Dan Brooks with GiveUpPain.com. Have a great day. Bye now.